A massive twist to the fight between Pawars for control of the NCP. Ajit Pawar tells the Election Commission Sharad Pawar was removed as party president on the 30th of June, 2 days before his coup. Around 40 MLAs, MPs and MLCs signed affidavits choosing Ajit Pawar as the new president. Both Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar hold competing meets. Ajit Pawar attacks his uncle saying, "You're 83, you should make way." While at the other meeting, Supriya Sule hits back saying age is just a number, while Sharad Pawar says the party will remain his and points out his picture, the biggest, at Ajit Pawar's meeting. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde chairs late-night meeting with his MLAs and MPs. According to sources, discussions on Ajit Pawar's NCP faction joining Sena. In fact, the Shiv Sena has claimed that all three leaders will lead together. There are no divisions. And in Manipur, the ban on internet services has been extended till 10th of July. The government has stated law and order concerns as the reason. And the man who urinated on a tribal, the bulldozer erased his house. The tribal tells cops the viral video was fake, allegedly under duress. Chief Minister to meet tribal victim family on Thursday. After the new state chiefs announced in BJP, is there going to be a cabinet reshuffle soon? Over the last few days, a number of ministers were called for a meeting with BJP chief JP Nadda, fueling speculation. Hello, I'm Sneha Koshi. In what seems not only a play of numbers, but a family split on strong political fault lines, Ajit Pawar, nephew of NCP founder Sharad Pawar, claims to have the numbers. 29 MLAs on his side as of now. Meanwhile, Sharad Pawar has called for the working committee meet in Delhi on Thursday for his faction, which will be also attended by Supriya Sule. Ajit Pawar has moved the Election Commission of India demanding for the party name NCP as well as the symbols, taking claim for it. The Sharad Pawar faction has filed a caveat with the poll panel, urging it to hear their side first before passing any directive in connection with the factional fight. Amid all of this, there were strong retorts and counters by the leaders of the now warring factions.
की काही लोकांचं वय झालंय त्याच्यामुळे त्यांनी फक्त आशीर्वाद द्यावे. का बरं आशीर्वाद द्यावे? रतन टाटा साहेबांपेक्षा 3 वर्षांनी मोठे आहेत. आजही टाटा ग्रुप पोटतिडकीनी लढतात आणि सगळ्यात मोठा कुठला ग्रुप आहे आज देशात? टाटा ग्रुप आहे. सिरम इन्स्टिट्यूट घेतलं का नाही इंजेक्शन? सायरस पुनावालाचं वय काय? 84. अमिताभ बच्चन किती वय? 82. वॉरेन बफेट, अरे सबसे देखो तो फारूक अब्दुल्ला. अंकल ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा है. अरे लड़ ले, मैं तो शरद से 3 साल बड़ा हूं, मैं लड़ रहा हूं, शरद को बोल मेरे तरह तू भी लड़ ले. अरे एज इज अ नंबर, जिद्द पाहिजे.
परंतु मित्रांनो, काळ आता जर वय जास्त झालं, 82 झालं, 83 झालं, तुम्ही कधी थांबणार आहात का नाही? तुम्ही आशीर्वाद द्या ना. त्याच्या संदर्भामध्ये आम्हाला वाटतं तुम्ही शतायुष्य व्हावं.
आज काही लोकांनी भाषण की माझ्याबद्दल काय बोलले, पण बोलताना एक सतत सांगत होते की आमचे गुरु आहेत. तुम्ही आज जर आमच्या काही मित्रांचं एक वेगळं काही बैठक झाली, मेळावा झाला, त्या सगळ्याच्या पाठीमागचे फोटो बघितले. त्या फोटोत सगळ्यात मोठा फोटो होता माझा. आज मुंबईमध्ये सुद्धा अनेक ठिकाणी फोटो लावली, त्याचा फोटो माझा. त्यांना माहिती आहे की आपलं नाणं चालणार नाही. त्यामुळे जे नाणं चालेल ते चालणारं नाणं घेतलं पाहिजे. कारण त्यांचं नाणं खरं नाही आहे, खंड त्यांना वाजत नाही आहे, हे नाही लोक ओळखतील. त्यामुळे नकोगीच अडचण लावून टाकायच्या ठिकाणी फोटो दाखवा खरं.
And meanwhile, Chief Minister Shinde met his party MLAs and MPs in a meeting that lasted for at least 4 hours on Wednesday. These, according to sources, are deliberations on portfolios that will need to be allocated or reassigned and strategy on how to return to voters, but also discussed were the concerns of MLAs objecting to the alliance, pointing out that Sena founder Bal Thackeray would never have associated with the Nationalist Congress Party. According to sources, after the meet, Shiv Sena gave a message of unity, saying all three leaders will work together and there are no divisions among them as allies or in the government.
आज महाराष्ट्र राज्याचे मुख्यमंत्री आणि शिवसेनेचे मुख्य नेते आदरणीय एकनाथ शिंदे साहेबांच्या अध्यक्षतेखाली शिवसेनेच्या सर्व आमदार, सहयोगी सदस्य आणि खासदार महोदयांची बैठक संपन्न झाली. आमचा 100% नाही 10,001% विश्वास हा माननीय एकनाथ शिंदे साहेबांवर आहे.
And in Manipur, the ban on internet services has been extended for another 5 days. That's till 10th of July. The Manipur government has stated law and order concerns over disinformation as one of the reasons. Meanwhile, there was a show of strength at the Churachandpur district by local protesters, along with village defense volunteers upset at the killing of a youth earlier in the week. Meanwhile, schools in Manipur have opened after almost 2 months. For now, it's classes till 8th that have resumed.
Students and teachers are back in classrooms in many parts of Manipur as schools reopened for the first time in 2 months.
Write the question missing the 2-digit number and a 3-digit number. Okay, you have to arrange according to their list.
I feel very happy after meeting my teachers and friends. I can finally study in this school after 2 months. I hope there's no more shutdown again.
My mind is very also refreshing to see my friends, and I'm not resuming my studies now, so I'm happy.
96 schools have been exempted from reopening as they have been turned into relief camps. Over 4,000 schools will be partially opened up. Day 1 saw very thin attendance.
Today's attendance, as we have seen, it is only around 20%, and but finally, I'm really thankful to the government of Manipur, as though they have tried twice to reopen, but finally today we have able to reopen the school.
Even as a first step to normalcy has been taken, some parents express concerns about the safety of their children.
Texto laibagi condition laibani maduda akoina katang problem oigidrona akoigi gas janama oibagi katang kara chingnaba ma kijaba ma laiba within 5 days ki matungda happy magi condition ama yengaga tharkian habdi normal.
Opening schools in remote and hill areas remains a major challenge, with about 6,000 students among those displaced, as sporadic incidents of violence, firing and killings continue in the state. With BM Sanju in Imphal, in Guwahati, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
And in Madhya Pradesh, after the government's order, bulldozers razed down the home of Pravesh Shukla, the BJP MLA's aide, who was seen on camera urinating on a tribal man in Madhya Pradesh.
Pravesh Shukla, who was seen urinating on a tribal man in an inebriated state, kept hopping from one place to another, trying to avoid arrest, was caught at 2 a.m. on Tuesday and placed under interrogation. A case has been registered against him under the National Security Act, SC/ST Act and other sections of the Indian Penal Code.
रात में ही गिरफ्तारी उसकी कर ली गई थी। घटना अशोभनीय है, निंदनीय है, मानवता को शर्मसार करने वाली घटना है।
The administration demolished his house in Siddhi. The family kept pleading. Meanwhile, the BJP MLA from Siddhi, Kedar Shukla, said it's a political fight.
टिकट की लड़ाई है, विधानसभा के टिकट की लड़ाई है।
लेकिन कई जगहों पर तो आप लोग बगैर जांच के चलवा देते हैं जब आरोपी दूसरे धर्म का हो।
नहीं, बगैर जांच के कहीं नहीं चलता है। जहाँ जांच होती है वहाँ अगर अतिक्रमण होगा तो जो बुलडोजर चलेगा, अतिक्रमण नहीं होगा तो क्यों चलेगा?
The outrageous incident sparked political controversy in the poll-bound state as the opposition Congress attacked the ruling BJP in the matter.
ये घटना मध्य प्रदेश के करोड़ों आदिवासी भाई बहनों का अपमान है। मैं शिवराज सरकार को चेतावनी देता हूँ कि आदिवासी समाज पर हो रहे अत्याचारों को सरकारी संरक्षण देना बंद करें।
The victim, 36-year-old Dasmat Rawat from Karrondi, when brought in for questioning by the police, dismissed the viral video as fake. He also had prepared an affidavit stating that the video is fake and was created to frame Shukla in a false case. However, sources say that the affidavit was allegedly prepared under duress and has not yet been submitted to any authorities.
प्रभावशाली लोग हैं, वो हमेशा छोटे लोगों को दबाते, तो ये तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि उनको दबाव बनाया जा रहा होगा कई तरह के, चाहे पैसे दे के, चाहे दादागिरी से।
The shocking incident is a symptom of a wider problem of violence against tribal people in Madhya Pradesh. National Crime Records Bureau also validates the same. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
And the data protection bill that government claims is aimed at safeguarding personal data is likely to be introduced in the upcoming monsoon session of Parliament after the Union Cabinet cleared it on Wednesday. The proposed law is expected to have a far-reaching impact on privacy and data protection. Sunil Prabhu joins us with all the details.
In fact, the contentious clause as well as this, it's now called the digital data bill, and really be it government or as well as private, they will have to tell the users, that is people like you or me, that they're collecting data and that they're storing the data. This will of course, as you rightly pointed out, be in digital form, so the question of being it in iCloud, so whether it has to be localized in India does not really apply in that context. It's going to be of course prospectively, as well as of course if for any kind of data violation there are huge fines, and they have made it, simplified it to this extent, as one official explained to me, agnostic towards technologies to ensure that the framework, the Digital India Bill, the Digital Data Protection Bill ensure, apart from the other bills that is envisaged, that you and me are protected and that our privacy is respected. This is the first, and let us hope and see how this goes through in Parliament.
And in Rajasthan, a same-sex couple are caught in a love jihad storm. A minor student ran away with her teacher. The family lodged a case of kidnapping and claimed love jihad, as the teacher was Muslim. The couple who were caught in Chennai released a video claiming to be in love. But since the case involves a minor, the Child Welfare Committee will decide her fate.
हम दोनों अपनी मर्जी से आए हैं क्योंकि हम दोनों एक दूसरे से बहुत प्यार करते हैं और हम एक दूसरे के बिना नहीं रह। वहाँ पे फालतू के दंगे मत करो, फालतू के दंगे मत करो, लोगों की जान जाएगी।
It's a love story gone horribly wrong when a young 17-year-old girl from Rajasthan's Bikaner eloped with her 20-year-old teacher, as they were in a same-sex relationship. It led to protests in Dungargarh town. The minor's family filed a case of kidnapping against the 20-year-old teacher and her family, and also a case for abducting a minor and pressurizing her into marriage. The police who traced the couple in Chennai is now bringing them back. Right-wing organizations in the city have in the meantime given this case a love jihad angle. But the video released by the two asks only that they be left alone, as their relationship will not be acceptable in society.
किसी और लड़के के साथ में शादी नहीं कर सकते। तब हमने ये भागने का फैसला किया और इन्होंने कोई ज़बरदस्ती नहीं की, मेरे साथ मैं खुद आई हूँ उनके साथ।
In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
Welcome back. And Taiwan will establish a Taipei Economic and Cultural Center in Mumbai to further deepen exchanges and cooperation with India. This will be the second such center to be set up in India. It will help expand trade and investment opportunities between the two countries. TECC is the representative office of Taiwan in India, functioning as a de facto embassy in the absence of full diplomatic ties between the two countries. Under Taiwan's new southbound policy, it will also promote exchanges and cooperation in science and technology, education, culture and people-to-people ties between Taiwan and Western India. And the monsoon has picked up in Kerala. In fact, a rain red alert has been issued by the Indian Meteorological Department for Idukki district. A rain holiday for the educational institutions was declared for 11 districts on Wednesday, whereas an orange alert was for most of the districts. And educational institutions will remain closed in at least 3 districts on Thursday as well. 4 rain-related deaths have also been reported in the state as heavy rainfall has led to waterlogging, uprooting of trees and damages to residential and commercial buildings in several parts of the state. Meanwhile, an orange alert has been issued for Kerala, Tamil Nadu east up, Karnataka, Konkan and Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Sub-Himalayan, West Bengal and Sikkim. Meanwhile, July 3rd was the world's hottest day on record, and global average temperatures have well crossed 17 degrees Celsius. What does this really mean? Divya Wadhwa breaks this down for us.
3rd July was the hottest day on record as the world's average temperature crossed 17 degrees Celsius for the very first time, according to the data by the United States National Centers for Environmental Prediction. On Monday, the temperature that was recorded was 17.01 degrees Celsius, surpassing the August 2016 record of 16.92 degrees Celsius as heat waves sizzled around the world. What caused this record-breaking temperature was a combination of climate change and the impact of El Nino, and this comes on the heels of June being the world's warmest June ever. Now, we saw record-breaking temperatures in many parts of the world. The southern part of the United States has been suffering under an intense heat dome in recent weeks. In China, an enduring heat wave continues with the temperature above 35 degrees Celsius. In the northern part of Africa, the temperature is nearing 50 degrees Celsius. In the Middle East, thousands suffered from unusually scorching heat during the Hajj religious pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. And even in Antarctica, currently which has its winter season going on, registered high temperatures. As far as the Ukraine's Verdadensky research base has now suggested that the Argentine islands recently broke its July temperature record, coming at 8.7 degrees Celsius. Now, climate scientists are also saying that this is not the worst and the worst isn't over. July could be even worse. It's a death sentence for people and ecosystem is what scientists are saying, and they believe more record-breaking temperatures and events are likely over the next 1.5 years. And as the warmer phase of the El Nino has now begun, this could lead to perhaps the warmest July ever, according to scientists.